Netflix announced plans for the series in September 2019, and it was originally called Round 6. This collaboration with Netflix was creator Hwang Dong-hyuk's first time working with an international entertainment company. Hwang began working on his script in 2008 and finished the first draft of it in 2009. It took the writer and director nearly 6 months to write the first 2 episodes alone. He told Radio Times that at the time the story felt unfamiliar and violent, and he worried that it was too abstract to be commercialized and find a wider audience. The creator said he struggled with funding and casting until Netflix picked it up about a decade later. But after about 12 years, the world has changed into a place where such peculiar, violent survival stories are actually welcomed, he told the Korea Times. In an interview with Variety, the creator said the project was also originally created as a feature film. It is not surprising, considering the writer's film background as a director of Silenced and The Fortress. Hwang also said that the original movie did not have the police detective Jung Ho and Gi-hun, the woman who sacrificed herself for Sae Byok, was originally created as a male character. Hwang said he changed Ji-young's gender because a bond between women would make more sense. The dorm walls, which are initially covered by beds, actually have drawings that serve as clues for the players to see which games will be played. The oversized doll from the first episode of the show is real and can be found in Jincheon County, around 3 hours north of Seoul. The doll was borrowed for filming Squid Game and then returned. According to Koreaboo, the doll guards the entrance of a horse carriage museum. The giant doll from Red Light, Green Light is based on iconic character illustrations from children's textbooks in the 70s and 80s. Contestants get involved in the game by calling the 8-digit number on mysterious business cards. Unfortunately, the phone number is real and belongs to a man who said he received about 4,000 calls a day. A South Korean presidential candidate actually offered to purchase the number from him. The challenge with dalgona candy, a type of honeycomb toffee, has inspired TikTokers to create their own version. The candy consists of 2 simple ingredients: sugar and baking soda, but the true challenge is eating around the image imprinted in the treat without breaking it. The director said that the production crew, and I would joke about our series starting a dalgona craze, like how Netflix's Kingdom did with the Gata traditional Korean hat, but I'm astounded that it actually happened. Forbes reported that Squid Game is boosting similar shows that aren't in English. Since the show's release, both the Japanese thriller series Alice in Borderland and Korean drama Sweet Home have been trending on Netflix. The show is rapidly becoming a sensation, and is the first Korean drama to rank number 1 on Netflix's top 10 show chart in the United States. Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos said Squid Game has a very good chance of being the streaming service's most popular show ever, being number 1 in 90 different countries. Hwang says the title and key game are inspired by the real Squid Game, which was his favorite thing to play as a child. He chose it because he felt that it symbolizes society. Hwang had Lee Young-jae and Park Hae-soo in mind for the roles of Gi-hun and Sang-woo from the start, but for roles like Sae Byok, Il-nam, and Ali, he deliberately searched for actors who were not well known, and the role suits for them in real life as well. The playground set was made huge to resemble the way real playgrounds feel so big when you're a kid. To film the tug-of-war scene, a machine was used to tug on the other side of the rope, which the actors say made it really difficult and exhausting. Art director Choi Kyung-sun was inspired by fencing masks as well as traditional Korean masks called haehodal for the staff's masks. The design of the room with the incinerators was modeled after the Auschwitz concentration camp. Hwang said he'd want to look into creating more movies before thinking about creating a second season of the show. He said, "I don't have well-developed plans for Squid Game 2, it is quite tiring just thinking about it. But if I were to do it, I would certainly not do it alone." North Korean pickpocketer Kang Sae-byok was Jung's first acting role. She had previously been a model, and had starred in the 4th season of Korea's Next Top Model, and had been on the cover of Vogue magazine. After the show's release, the model gained millions of followers, and is now the most followed Korean actress. Hwang said Gi-hun's technique of licking the dalgona, or honeycomb candy, to remove the shape was a technique he used as a kid. "It's how I won the grand prizes, which was not good news for the dalgona guy. It's a legendary method," he explained. Hwang said that he also tried out the technique himself the night before filming the scene to check if it still worked. We can see all soldiers in the TV show inside the same dark pink overall. We can't understand their ranks at first sight. But when we see the symbols on their masks, we can see that the circle represents the workers, the triangle represents the soldiers, and the square represents the directors. The director Hwang selected this system after analyzing the ant colonies. The ants don't show a difference from the outside, and they are the same as the TV show. But there is a perfect ranking system between them. Although the symbols are not square, circle and triangle, the ants have certain marks and odors. These can only be seen by the other ants in the colony. Gi-hun's number 456 signifies honesty and unity in some cultures.